What is up, ladies and gents of YouTube? My name is BBK Dragoon, and welcome back to yet another Reviewing Your Replays, where I look at your replays, try and take a look, see what I see if I can help you out, talk about the things that I see within the replay. I'm no pro. I'm just a dude who's liked Halo at the casual level for a long time. So right off the bat, let's check out our email today from Edvin, who is from Sweden. He's played Halo for about 1 year and 1 month. The game type and map is Regicide on Abandon. I love Abandon, such a great map. What he needs help with. I never play FFA and I don't know anything about what you should do and where you should go on the map, or anything about the spawns. I'm just running around, rushing all the time, and it's not always in my favor, as you can see. My aim was on, but could really use some help from you, BBK, and thank you for the opportunity. Awesome. Thank you so much, man, and glad to hear that you're enjoying Halo. And good submission. I'd like to highlight the key phrase in here that I want to address in this review, where you note that you are just running around, rushing all of the time. And we're going to basically talk about the proper free-for-all mindset that I've yapped about for a long time on my channel, which is stealing opponents' kills. And that's how you basically control the game in free-for-all. You never want to be the guy who's going in and just going head-on 1v1s through the whole game. No, you want to be the cheeky dude who interrupts fights, who cleans up for the double and the triple kill. Right off the bat, though, I am going to do a quick little load out critique. Did I spell it? Yeah, I think I spelled that right. I'm going to critique your loadout just a little bit because you don't have the bolt shot. You're running the BR, nothing wrong with that. I'd probably suggest the DMR on this map, but you definitely want to have a bolt shot, in my opinion, on this map, and I'll explain why in the gameplay. So let's hop on board. Abandoned, such a great map. I'm not going to lie, it's one of my favorites in the game right now. So you're going to spawn in. There's only 3 dudes basically in the game right now, and you're going to do a great job controlling, actually, the early game here, the very beginning here, before the rest of the people join in and the craziness begins. So you're picking up the Needler. I like that. You're playing it kind of safe. I definitely would recommend picking up Scattershot. That bad boy is definitely something you'll want. Okay, gets the nice super combine and immediately becomes the king. Early in Regicide games, it's kind of annoying to be the king early in the game. I'm not gonna lie. I much prefer to wait a little bit if it's possible. But if the kills are there and the kills are presented, then of course I'm gonna definitely go for it. So here we go. You pick up the scatter shot here, and just a quick critique. By the way, have you guys seen this? Look at that dinosaur. It's like a dinosaur thing. So check this out. You pick a scatter shot up, and you see King Kane 1000. At this point, you want to turn around and focus your attention on this cheeky little son of a gun who dropped down on your radar. But you're going to chase after this guy, which is Bad News Bears, because boom, explosions and that cool Regicide like birthday party effect that they give you. In those situations, don't ever push with this scatter shot. It's your close range, awesome power weapon. Use it to your advantage. Now we can see that you're using thruster pack, which is great, but we're not going to see a whole ton of it used during the gameplay. Also, big critical mistake. You miss picking up the scatter shot after passing back over it. So definitely want to be aware of that in the future. And here begins the pattern of your map movement, or at least your interpretation of map movement on free-for-all. You are going to very often pop off spawn and start chasing after the king. And you're going to chase after the king again and again, and it's going to get you in a lot of trouble. So here comes my loadout critique. On this map, you want a bolt shot. Bolt shot on Abandon. It lets you control the ring 3, lets you control ring 2. But most importantly, in these situations where you have a guy with like an assault rifle chasing you, all you have to do is whip out your bolt shot at this point. He's going to charge right into you. You can tell he's like full on, full steam going to push into you, and just makes for a very easy shotgun style kill. If people are chasing like that with an assault rifle, that's what the bolt shot is there for, to punish those kinds of players. So let's continue on in the gameplay. You're going to chase after the bounty again, which is understandable, but later in the gameplay I'm going to be touching on what you want to do and how you want to handle your engagements. Does he get the double? No, he does not, because I've seen this replay before. So you're missing a lot of shots. I think it's 5, in fact, while that guy's just one shot, allowing the other dude to clean it up and get the kill points, which you don't. You don't want that. You did all the hard work. You want to take him out, you know? So definitely be paying attention to your shot in the games and the games coming up that you're going to be practicing, basically. It's not like Halo 3. You can't lead your shots with the BR. It's hit scan. So the BR is just like the DMR. I would almost suggest to probably use the DMR for your style of play. But if you like the BR, stick with it, man. Go for it. Quick sip of water here while you're the king. It's so annoying to be the king. I wish regular free-for-all would be implemented into the game, because it is like a giant sign above your head that says, come kill me, everybody, come kill me. So let's see what you do here, yeah. How are you going to handle this? I've seen this replay twice, by the way. I screwed up the first recording. I think you're going to pull the double out. Nice. Not sure why you switched to the Magnum there, but it worked for you, so that's all good. Okay, so we can start introducing the concept I wanted to talk about. You are the king right here, so I'm actually going to wait till you lose the kinghood to talk about what I was going to talk about. The way you want to approach free-for-all, man, and the way you need to think about free-for-all is this. You don't ever want to be doing 1v1 engagements. You want to be interrupting enemy engagements. You want to steal kills, basically. Focus on engaging other engagements. I think that's the best way I can probably put it. Focus on engaging other engagements. By that, I mean you want to be listening in your headsets for when two dudes get in a gunfight. And then you want to move as quickly as you can to that gunfight and clean those two guys up. So let's say there's two dudes fighting down here that you just hear. You do not want to start a fight until you're ready to clean up those kills. Like if there's just, okay, one dude down here. Say there's one dude down here and you're right here. Don't engage that guy. You want him to just chase you or go find somebody else to shoot at so that you can interrupt any gunfight you can to try and clean up and steal kills. By just chasing one singular person throughout the game, you're going to have a hard time actually getting any easy kills. Free-for-all is really a lot about that map movement, and that's why it can be easy to what is it? I don't know. Playing in free-for-all is nice because it's solely dependent upon you. If you're chasing 1v1 engagements the whole map, or the whole game, excuse me, it's going to be very, very difficult to get anything above like a single or double kill, because you have situations like this where there's players just waiting for you, multiple players just waiting for an easy kill. And if you engage, say you get into a 1v1 engagement, there's lurkers all over the map who are going to be trying to drop in and interrupt your fight. Now, in this situation, of course, you're going to go after the king because he sprinted like halfway across the map into you. You get the nice regicide. You are the king, which is great. At this point, I'd try to get in here and control with a bolt shot. Ring 2. You can also poke your head up here if you're confident in your bolt shot and control the top. Being out on purple's quite dangerous, especially with how much traffic purple gets from the beach spawn and the root spawn. Getting 2 nice nades right there, so you're going to clean it up. Yeah, you'll want to work on that accuracy for sure, man. And also, in this situation like this, where a guy's chasing you for a melee, you have thruster pack. So what you can do, I just saw Ninja do this actually today. Clean this kill up. Clean it up. You can jump right now. Jump. Pull back on the stick. And press thruster pack. And you'll end up behind your little cheeky guy for an easy back smack melee. There we go. Let's see how it plays. There we go. Oh, but good assimilator, and that guy just freaking melees the wall for like 6 minutes. Well played, sir. Well played. Oh, and now a lot of choices here. A lot of choices. So you want to prioritize. And by prioritize, I mean that dude on the left is weaker than the dude on the right. If you were to immediately switch targets to the dude on the left, you'd probably be able to clean up that kill and then even still be able to clean up that kill because they're both going to be kind of distracted, right? Right. Where are you? There we go. So you kind of switch targets a few times and then you switch to the full health guy, which isn't going to help you out. But you end up getting the overshield, which is so sick. And let's see how you handle this. Well played, well timed, love it. And then these little sprint jukes are what I want to focus on the second half of the game. The sprint animation makes it invalid. You can't fire your gun for like a full second. So when you see this guy in front of you, the last thing you want to do is sprint juke. So you sprint juke. See that? Your gun's down, 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 down. The reticle just shows up. He gets the nice nade stick on you, and boom, kaboom. But these little sprint jukes, you got to be super careful with. And at the end of the replay, I'll touch on where you should be on the map a little bit more. I just want to play the replay out for a second. So, boom, he gets the nade kill on you. Not too bad. You're the king. That makes it hard. That throws off all the strats. Means you have to play a lot differently. And by different, I mean I'm still experimenting. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to maintain the lead as the king without somewhat camping to try and gain that overshield, if that makes sense. So you're dying, you're running back to go after the bounty. That's understandable. But it's going to get you killed more often than not. Because here we go. Check this out. Sprint juke. Watch it. You're reloading. And then sprint juke. Sprint juke. That gives this guy... He's won. He won the gunfight at that point if he's a decent player. Just because his gun's up, he's aiming at you. You're not even going to get your reticle or your crosshairs until right now. Your shields are like already half at that point. So, and we're going to see it again right here. You're going to sprint right back over to the king. He's got the height advantage up there. He'll more often than not win that fight. Also, you're not interrupting engagements, you're starting engagements. So that means is everybody who isn't interrupting interrupting engagements is going to come chase you and interrupt you. Interesting. Words. Yes. Live commentary. Yes. Wait. Sprint juke. So by sprint jumping in, I think if you push left on the stick while you're sprint jumping, it'll actually take you out of the sprint animation. But you continue pushing forward. And then again, he's going to get you to 70% health by the time your crosshairs pops back up. He's got a close range weapon. In these situations, a bolt shot would just be death for that guy. So definitely switch your loadouts out and give the bolt shot a bit of a try on abandon. I think you will like it, good sir. I think you will. It's pretty beast. It's pretty imba. Okay, so it's like the fourth time in a row you're chasing this guy, and boom, he takes you out once again. So you're feeding him kills quite heavily. But this spawn... Oh, this spawn is lovely. This is a good place to be. You've got a height advantage, and you've got many things to discern here. Now, you just saw him go past. And wait for it. He's got OS. So in that split second right here, optimal circumstances, what I would do, I would switch off that target because he's going to be invincible while that overshield pops up. I would try and steal that guy or that guy. Then try and get onto the king, basically. By doing this, it would allow you to... You've got the height control. You take out those two dudes on the left, then you pull out your bolt shot, and he cannot get up here if you have a bolt shot and your shot is correct. He just can't get past you right here. That's the ideal situation, but it's hard to make that call in such a small amount of time. You do come down, and what I like is you're going to do something super smart, and viewers, take this to mind. Or just remember this. If you're facing an overshield guy, remember, a back smack still kills him. So boom, great back smack, great regicide. I kind of disagree with the prioritizing. Again, a bolt shot right here would take that dude out, no problem. But I think, if nothing else, that back smack to get that guy out of OS and kill him, that's a great play right there. I like that. As I sip my water and the game's about to finish up, so... Chasing the king some more. Chasing the king some more. Popping up to this top floor. Kind of funny, actually, because check this out. These two dudes were already up here. This blue guy lifted up the lift. This baby blue guy meleeed him. But this dark blue guy just does not even care about this guy on his left. He's just so focused on meleeing our green guy, Edwin here. Edwin. That he, gets taken out by this super nade. It's a sweet kill. I like it. Check it out from Exor's perspective. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to the new theater mode as well. So, pulls the magnum out. There's the nade. Lifts up right with the nade. Kind of a funny decision. Ends up getting the cool grenade kill, though, so I think it was worth it. There's some entertaining engagements and cool things I'm seeing happening in Halo 4, making me giggle. Oh, oh, firing on the OS guy. Yep, is he going to clean it up? No, misses the timing just by a second, but that's all right. Grabs the Needler, and then look at the score here. The King only needs very little to win. Exor's, I believe, tied for second place. And, oh my gosh, the radar's looking so hairy. There's a bunch of people down here. Pushes in, and doesn't quite get away with it. Ends up getting the first place, which is pretty sick. Was sitting tied for third, and it's a pretty cool game, actually. Like, it was a nice little flip-flop there at the end. But let's go back to the notepad real quick, and let me type in what I want you to take away from this, and then I'll talk about where you should be moving and address the main focus of your email. So your main focus was worrying about just running around rushing all the time, which we saw quite often. So first of all, it might be kind of hard to hear. I'm typing through my microphone right now, so try not to chase. In Regicide, pick a particular area and steal opponents' kills without being campy. Okay, and I need to do that. There we go. Also, use armor ability more often. Thrust back is a great escape tool. Use it to throw the opponent off. And then finally, where is it? You sprint into engagements quite often. Don't do this. It places you at a major disadvantage for the back half of the gunfight. Okay, so let's talk about what you want to actually be doing in free-for-all when, like, for map movement. So, try not to chase in Regicide or FFA. This is like the base FFA strategy. Pick a particular area on the map and try and steal opponent kills without being overly campy. So what do I mean by that? Let's go back to the game. Let me back it up here. Back it up. Backing up, backing up. So by picking a particular area on the map, on Abandon, a really nice place to hold control is this building right here. It allows you to circulate into the top mid, which is easy to hold if you have a bolt shot. It lets you pull left over here, and it actually gives you great sight lines down towards S2, and then right over here, purple, which is a major spawn point with people back by the route and the beach. You can also get out over here on the dark side. Dark side's not as advantageous. I don't like being on it, but just controlling this area of the map, like this little back half is what I'm talking about. And you don't camp, but you circulate in and around this area right here. And what you do is you listen for when an enemy gets in a fight with another enemy, and your job is to interrupt it. So let's say you're right here and you hear two dudes start to shoot each other down here. What you basically want to do is go in there and steal the kills. Now vice versa, you're standing right here and there's only one opponent down there. You do not want to jump down and start fighting that guy for the kill, because how do you know that there isn't somebody hiding up here waiting to just interrupt that engagement when your shields are down? That's the difficulty with free-for-all, man. You have to steal kills. You have to interrupt others' engagements. You can't take 1v1s. It has to be really executed properly. If you're just going after 1v1s the whole game, everybody's going to have a real easy time cleaning you up, especially in Halo 4 because everybody's got sprint. Everybody is so quick in this game. But that's basically free-for-all, and that's going to hopefully help you not just run around and rush all the time, as you put it in the email. So really focus on engaging other engagements. Try not to chase in Regicide or FFA. Pick a particular area and steal opponent kills without being campy. That means moving. This doesn't mean like just chilling. And sometimes you'll have to change that region of the map based upon where you spawn. Use your armor ability more often. Thrust back is phenomenal. You can get pretty cool. I watched Ninja get a pretty sick thruster pack ninja with that today. You definitely want to have the bolt shot, in my opinion. At least give it a try. And then finally, you sprint into engagements quite often. Don't do this. It places you at a major disadvantage for the back half of the gunfight. Thank you so much for submitting the email, man. I hope this helped. And I will see you all in the next replay review, starting soon. Hope your Thanksgiving break's going well also. So, later.